Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought the saga involving Remy Ma, Papoose, and Easy the Block Captain was messy, buckle up, because what I'm about to share will blow your mind. The love triangle you thought you understood. That was just the tip of the iceberg. In a plot twist that has left the internet in complete shambles, the heartbreak didn't come from Easy. Nope, it came from someone nobody expected, Fat Joe. Yes, Fat Joe, the longtime Terror Squad captain, the brother figure, the man who once introduced Remy Ma as family in front of thousands, has been exposed as the real heartbreak culprit. And the whistleblower. None other than Claressa Shields, the undefeated American boxing queen who accidentally uncovered the scandal during a private training session. Claressa didn't just witness something awkward. She caught something so raw, so intimate, and so blatantly disrespectful that she immediately ran to Papoose to break the news. The reaction? Catastrophic. We're talking shattered glass, torn wedding photos, a canceled collaborative album that was supposed to be the power couple's next big move, and a screaming match so intense that neighbors called the police, fearing a home invasion was underway. So how exactly did Remy Ma, a queen of battle bars and the poster child of hip-hop resilience, become embroiled in a scandal that looks more like a Hollywood soap opera? What was Fat Joe doing sneaking into hotel suites and sharing whispered secrets with a married woman? And why was Claressa Shields, a boxing champ with no obvious link to this rap drama, the one to spill the hottest tea the Bronx has seen in years? Get comfortable, because this isn't just gossip. This is a deep, unfiltered look into one of hip-hop's most shocking betrayals. For years, Papoose and Remy Ma were the embodiment of true love in hip-hop. They weathered prison sentences, beefs, and industry drama, emerging as a power couple who seemed untouchable. But now, everything they built is at risk of crumbling. And the man who's been painted as a brother, a loyal friend, and a family figure, Fat Joe, according to insiders and Claressa Shields herself, behind the cameras and closed doors, Joe was playing a dangerous game that betrayed all of their trust. How did Claressa get pulled into this? The story starts months before the scandal broke. Rumors had been swirling for a while, whispers about Remy spending a lot of time away from home under the guise of mentoring Clarissa. Late nights at the gym turned into late nights in the city. Easy the Block Captain. Turns out he was more of a decoy, a convenient distraction while the real secret romance was quietly unfolding. The powder cake exploded on fight night. Claressa Shields, in the middle of her biggest professional victory since turning pro, looked toward the VIP section and saw something that froze her in place. It wasn't Remy cheering her on, and it wasn't Papoose beaming with pride. No, it was Remy Ma whispering closely into Fat Joe's ear, her hand resting on his thigh, their heads so close it looked like two teenagers sharing secrets during detention. To add insult to injury, Fat Joe winked at Claressa, as if daring her to notice. Now let's pause for a moment and let that sink in. Fat Joe, the man who has publicly declared loyalty and family values for over 2 decades, was allegedly crossing a line with Remy Ma, a woman married to Papoose who stood by her through thick and thin, including a 7-year prison sentence. The betrayal was staggering. Claressa didn't say anything at the moment. She went cold, barely blinking, and walked straight past the press and the fans to where Papoose was waiting backstage to congratulate her. But instead of celebration, there was silence. Claressa closed the door behind her, sat down, and looked Papoose dead in the eyes, saying, "I need to tell you something about Remy, and it's going to hurt." According to a close member of Claressa's team, she didn't hold back. She told Papoose everything. What she saw that night, what she suspected had been happening for months, even what she overheard on an accidental phone speaker during a training session. And the reaction? A complete meltdown. Papoose screamed, cried, and punched the locker door so hard it nearly caved in. In a symbolic gesture of heartbreak, he ripped off the gold chain Remy had given him on their anniversary and tossed it into the trash. Security had to step in and escort him out before the situation spiraled even further out of control. Just minutes after storming off, Papoose went live on Instagram, not to cry or rant, but to deliver a cryptic message that sent fans into a frenzy. Sometimes the betrayal don't come from strangers. It comes from people who sat at your table, then slipped out the back door. Fans flooded the comments, trying to decode whether he was talking about Remy, Fat Joe, or both. And then the receipts started pouring in. One fan posted a blurry photo from the VIP section showing Remy Ma and Fat Joe leaning close, their hands touching under the table. Another fan uploaded hotel booking records that allegedly revealed Fat Joe and Remy checking into the same penthouse suite just days before the fight. The rooms were booked under aliases, but the timestamps matched their flight logs perfectly. Then came the audio leak, a 16-second voicemail allegedly from Remy to Fat Joe. In it, Remy says, "I can't keep pretending like this don't mean something. Every time we're around each other, it's harder to lie. He don't deserve this, but I can't help how I feel." Fat Joe replies in his unmistakable voice, "I told you you're not alone in this. I've got you always. This wasn't family loyalty. It was a Netflix affair wrapped in betrayal and broken trust." Where did it all start? Sources say the seeds of this scandal were planted in 2022 during the Terror Squad documentary shoot. Crew members noticed Remy and Fat Joe spending long hours alone in trailers. One production assistant claimed to hear moaning behind locked doors during lunch breaks, but chalked it up to audio playback. If only they'd known. Then there was the trip to Puerto Rico for a squad performance. According to a viral Reddit thread, Remy and Fat Joe went missing for over 4 hours during a press run, claiming they were scouting locations. TMZ later posted drone footage showing the two jet skiing alone at sunset. Not exactly a business meeting. Meanwhile, Papoose remained loyal. He posted anniversary pictures, wrote heartfelt bars about Remy, and held her hand in public, oblivious to the secret meetings happening behind his back. Claressa Shields, who had been trusting Remy as a mentor and sister figure in the fight world, slowly began to suspect something was off. Remy frequently disappeared during rounds, taking urgent calls and meetings with no receipts or explanations. Fat Joe showed up at the gym's side entrance multiple times, sometimes staying inside for 45 minutes with Remy's car parked, windows up, engine off. Hardly a typical label strategy meeting. The final nail in the coffin, a hotel mix-up. Clarissa accidentally received Remy's hotel room itinerary through the event management system she handled. Remy and Fat Joe were booked in the same King's Suite for 3 nights under Clarissa's name, a rookie booking error that exposed the whole affair. The scandal exploded across social media and entertainment news within 24 hours. The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and Gossip Spill all ran exclusive stories about the alleged Fat Joe and Remy Ma affair. Claressa Shields became the unexpected heroine, praised for her courage in blowing the lid on the messiest love triangle hip-hop has seen in years. Meanwhile, Papoose was silent for days, no tweets, no posts, until a deleted Instagram story appeared. A black screen with 4 haunting words: "Don't test real love." The message sent chills through the fanbase, many of whom were now picking sides and debating what the future held for these once unbreakable relationships. The drama wasn't just personal, it became financial. An anonymous insider leaked emails revealing Remy was about to launch a streetwear collaboration with a major brand specializing in 3 stripes. The collection, Royal Loyalty, was set to feature Remy and Papoose as the face of Black Love meets Urban Legacy, with photo shoots and billboard campaigns already booked. But after the scandal surfaced, the brand pulled the plug, fearing a PR nightmare so close to Black Friday and the holiday season. According to insiders, the deal was supposed to help fund Remy's next album and even her son's college fund. Now, all of that is in jeopardy. Ladies and gentlemen, what started as a whisper has turned into a full-blown earthquake, shaking hip-hop to its core. Claressa Shields has emerged not only as a boxing champion, but as a truth-teller in a world of secrets and lies. The question remains, will Papoose find it in his heart to forgive? Will Fat Joe respond to these allegations? And how will Clarissa handle carrying this scandal while trying to maintain her career and reputation? One thing is clear, this story is far from over. With voicemails, photos, hotel receipts, and insider stories still coming out, expect more twists, more heartbreak, and maybe even more explosive fallout.